Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Kingdom Come Deliverance and the continuing adventures of Henry, a blacksmith's son. So, we are currently in Rattay, where we woke after being nearly beaten to death when we went to bury our dead parents in Skalitz, our home, which has been razed by a claimant to the throne of Burman, or Bohemia, Sigismund of Hungary, and his army of, in part, mercenaries, known widely as the, or referred to widely as the Cumans. Anyway, this is the mill where we're staying. We've been out for a couple of weeks. Where Teresa, who was the daughter of the miller at Skalitz, and one of our friends, saved us and brought us, and they've been providing for us, caring for us, as we've sort of recovered slowly, and so now we owe them a debt that we need to repay. We're still quite tired, as you can see. We have very low energy, 46. We're also still pretty hungry. So we need to get some food as well.
A word with...
My name's Henry. Thank you for taking care of me here.
My name's Peshek, and I'm the miller here. You've already met my niece, Teresa. She took care of you for 2 whole weeks while you were in limbo. And talking of you being at death's door, while you were lying here, you worked up quite a bill with the bloodletter, who came now and again to keep you alive with his potions. That quack doesn't come cheap. I paid him what I could, but I still, that is, you still owe him.
I see. Well, it's better to be in debt than to lie dead in a ditch. What do I owe? I'm not afraid of hard work.
You won't pay for that shoveling manure. I might have a better job for you. And it's not something any fool can do. If you prove to me you're a clever lad, I might trust you with something you could really make money from. What do you say?
I mean, we don't really have much of a choice. We don't really have any money. And we owe him for saving our lives. So I reckon we'll agree.
Well, what would you need from me?
A trifle. Just to take something from someone and bring it to someone else. And not get caught while you're doing it.
That sounds straightforward enough. Except for not get caught. Why would anyone want to catch me?
Oh, don't worry. It's just a job like any other. Only this one requires, let's say the right moral disposition. Do corpses bother you?
No honourable man should touch them. That's the executioner's job.
Did you expect I'd give you a hoe and send you out to the fields? You can dig all right, but somewhere else. I want to know whether you're going to hide behind some stupid fucking scruples, or if you might be useful for more unconventional work.
I was prepared for just about anything, but that's a bit much. But go on. Tell me more.
Listen, it's about this ring my mate, Wojciech, the Kohelnitz miller, had his eye on. Trouble is, they buried the ring by the gibbet, along with the villain they hung while he was wearing it.
Jesus Christ. You want me to dig up a corpse, take a ring from it, and give it to your friend in Kohelnitz? Is nothing sacred to you?
Money first, morals later. That fellow is dead. He won't miss it. Whatever bleeding heart came up with the idea that it's disrespectful to disturb a corpse never read the Bible. It's still a human body, only it's missing a soul. Why be disgusted by something created by God?
I think I've already heard more than I need to know. You've got the tongue of the devil himself. If you tried hard enough, I bet you could justify sodomy with a goat.
Watch your mouth, boy. There's a shovel here around the mill somewhere. If there's any problem, come and see me. And here's something on the side to make you dig better.
Thanks. I'll need it. I can't believe I've come to this. Digging up corpses.
Oh, and watch out for the executioner and his hounds. They're pretty savage. And I don't just mean the dogs. You can just throw them some meat. The dogs, that is. But the executioner? Well, don't vex him. May the Lord watch over you. Good luck to you. Try unlocking this trunk. Hold the lockpick in the right hand and use it to feel out the tumbler. In your left hand, you hold the blade. Got it? Good. Now turn the whole lock to the blade, but don't stop holding it. You're a dab hand, Hal. Make something out of you yet. Remember, this trunk's going to be cracked. Real locks, you have to watch out. Try and do it.
The hell? Anyway, let's look. Right, the executioner. That he's down there. Yep. If we can see from the icon there. Let's double check whether we're carrying a shovel. We are not. Yeah, but there's one over there. Flying or floating dog. Magical powers. What do we have in terms of money, actually? 7. Yeah, there's the tenor. Alright, we need to actually go. So. But we can grab, top off our nourishment a little. Eat something on the way. actually, wait, what time is it? 4, 5. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe we should go back, turn in for a little bit, get a little bit more rest. After we get some rest, we'll head up at dusk or later. Can't grab that axe either. Alright, let's sprint. Get some legs back under us. Need to retrain our body after having been in bed for 2 weeks. Let's go to bed. Get a couple hours shut-eye. It's a nice looking sunset. Down that way. Oh, they are. There's the pillory. Seems like a fresh grave.
Crap, nothing on the left hand. The right? Oh shit, there's nothing there either. Where the fuck is that ring? Oh, the stench makes me want to puke. Peshek will pay for this.
Oh, there's his privy. Yeah, we don't have any meat for the dogs, actually. Might need that. Should have brought that. So if we head back to town, to Rete, we can go to the tavern, get something to eat, which we desperately need, and maybe get some meat as well for the dogs.
Could do with a bite to eat.
do not, in fact, have a torch. I think it's still at the mill then. Because people aren't going to look at us too kindly for lurking about in the darkness. Getting beaten within an inch of your life does take the wind out of your sails a little. Okay, there's the torch. Right. I also do have dried mushrooms we can eat. Doesn't help all that much, but it does help a little. We need to be quick, though. No, I mean, not that quick, honestly. It's okay if we go to his house at night. Greater chance he'll be asleep. Let's go with the torch.
Halt! Who are you and where are you going?
I'm Henry, son of the Skalitz blacksmith. I'm going to see my liege, Sir Radzig Kabiller of Dvoyets.
Of course you are, lad. And I'm the Pope. What do you want from his lordship, and what makes you think he'll see you?
I may not look the part, but I know about honour and duty. And mine is to tell Sir Radzig what happened to the sword he commissioned.
All right, then. Go ahead. It'll be your skin if Sir Radzig isn't pleased.
Yeah, but we have to take care of our debts first. Just like Henry says, we do no honor. Even if we are dishonoring ourselves by digging up a man's grave and exhuming his corpse against good Christian values.
Good day to you.
Alright, let's see.
What kind of governor is Sir Hanush?
Young Sir Hans is our governor, but Sir Hanush is his guardian till he comes of age. That's not a day I'm looking forward to.
What's life like in Rattay?
We got sturdy walls and 2 castles to protect us. There's not many towns have that. And we got everything we need here. Got an apothecary, a swordsmith, an armourer. We got a beautiful church and fine alehouses.
Clearly.
How do the Rat-Eye folk get on with the refugees?
This place seems to be
I
rocking.
know they got nowhere to go. Scarlet's is a pile of ashes, and the countryside ain't safe. But they've been here too long. Some of those buggers got light fingers, and not a one of them appreciates the sacrifices we made for them.
Have you heard anything about the Cumans in Sigismund's army?
Don't talk to me about that fucking rabble. A soldier was staying in the alehouse. Them barbarians impale people on spikes, rape women. They hold nothing sacred, the filthy heathens.
Well, I mean, sadly, the raping part, it's not like Christian soldiers held themselves back very much on that account. Let's see. Well, bread is, I think, very clear. Choice for our dinner, and then we'll get can buy some sausages for the dogs.
Can we do something about the price?
Sure, why not?
Agree?
Well, a little more, and we'll call it a deal.
All right. And now?
Well, a little...
Oh my god, lady. Okay.
Well, that's a decent...
That's stingy.
There's no end to this.
Let's eat. There we go, we're full up. Evening, Goodman. put out the torch.
You've no business here. Clear off.
Yep. No, you're right. You're right. My mistake. I'm sorry. He heard that quite clearly. Didn't break it, but he still heard it. What's her skill, actually? No, it's still only a little bit past 1. It's a lovely night sky. It's also actually accurate, so that you can actually use this to navigate, right, if you know how to find Polaris, the North Star. He locked his front door. Shit. Fuck. Okay. Well, it wasn't there. There's no ring. It's okay. That's what we should have done from the start. can't find any ring at all. Nope. Let's just double check again. Nope. How good is our stealth skill? Well, it's nearly at 2. So that's nice. I think usually it is in one of those chests, the ring, but... Hopefully the miller is still up. We didn't even need the sausages either. In the end. See if he's angry that we wake him up.
Good day to you.
No, he's not.
There was a corpse in the grave, but no ring. What the fuck is going on?
Easy, Hal. Hold your horses. If the ring wasn't on the corpse, the executioner must have taken it before he buried the body.
Well, I can see where this is going. You want me to get the ring from the executioner?
Clever lad. Only I wouldn't recommend talking to him about it. He's a bit touchy on the subject of robbing the dead. It'd be better to pinch it from his house.
All right, I'll go and find that ring.
It should be in a trunk somewhere in the house. And look here, Henry. Do you know how to get past a lock?
Get past the lock? You mean jemmy it off with a crowbar?
No, you don't. I mean the delicate, gentle art of opening it quietly and with sensitivity, like popping a young maiden's cherry.
I have some experience.
Quite a turn of phrase.
All right. I'm glad to hear you're not as clumsy as you look. Here's a lockpick for the job.
Farewell.
Alright, so I guess we gotta go back. Back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. Yeah. All night long. And, of course, could make another euphemism about likening the endeavor to certain nocturnal activities. Well, usually nocturnal activities. But I shall refrain. My mind is not in the same gutter as Peshek's. Yeah, it's still up there. There's the privy. There's the back entrance. You locked the door again. Okay, now he's sleeping there. Oh man. Still doesn't have the key on him. The key isn't here either. I really have no idea where this ring is supposed to be. Oh, there are two chests, though. Right, I didn't notice that part. Fuck. There we go.
What? This is nothing but an ordinary copper band. It's not worth a 10 penny.
Did also steal his booze, but I feel less conflicted about that. We need to get liquored up after all this. Yep. To soothe our guilty conscience for what we've become. In order to repay our debt. What did the sausages actually provide in nourishment? Oh, 27. Holy smokes. Should have dropped sausages for his dogs as an apology. Yeah, I kind of regret not doing that. Oh well. Well, I think it's time we got blackout drunk. After that. We were sleeping pretty much until noon. Yep. Been up all night. And we were already tired, kind of. we should dump these stolen schnapps into our chest. Whew.
My respects to you.
I have that ring for you.
Good. Nice to know you're the sort of lad I can trust with a job like that. Now run with the ring to Wojciech, the miller in Kohelnitz. He'll have some work for you, and I'll have something for you soon too. A clever fellow like you will never want for work. At the very least, I'll buy risky goods from you. I mean the kind that used to belong to someone else and you can't sell to just anyone.
You'll buy stolen goods from me. Thanks for your trust. I'm sure that'll come in useful.
I've got some goods here whose owners might miss them.
All right, let's see what we can do about that. See you later.
Okay, this Townberg stuff. Not really gonna use it.
I'd like to discuss the price.
Naturally.
Agree?
That's better. Drop it a bit more and we'll call it a deal. Aye. For that amount, I can be persuaded.
Can you tell me something about the other millers?
There's a couple of other fellows around here in my trade. Wojciech in Kohelnitz and Simon in Sassa.
Tell me about Wojciech.
He's young and hot-blooded with a short temper. But he's a fine fellow when you get to know him. His heart's in the right place, and he's always willing to lend a helping hand. Unfortunately, he got himself into a feud with that usurer, the merchant Wolfram Pruder. A slimy bastard he is. And now they're sworn enemies.
What about this Simon in Sassa?
An odd one he is. A loner who don't talk much. But he's as dogged as a hunting hound once he gets his teeth into anything. He won't let go until he sees it through, even if he has to walk over dead bodies.
It's dramatic.
Tell me something about yourself.
There's nothing much to tell. I was born at the mill, I live here, and I'll surely die here. But before I do, I've plenty of work to do, and I hope I live to see peace in this land again.
Can you tell me...
What about the Skalitz folk?
God sent them to punish us for our sins. They don't work, they just idle around begging. And you want to keep a close eye on your belongings when they're around. I'll be glad to see the back of them.
What do you think about everything that's happened?
I don't concern myself with the doings of my betters. But this mess isn't good for business. Them two brothers should sort things out between themselves without dragging us into it. I don't give a damn who's king, but that usurper from Hungary has gone too far.
Do you know anything about those Cumans?
The heathen scum that Sigismund brought here. Why do you even ask? You've seen with your own two eyes what they're capable of.
That's all. Would you teach me something about the, milling craft? Like how to get things out of strangers' purses into your own?
Aye, why not? You're handy enough. No doubt you'll master it. Come behind the mill where we won't be seen. Good luck then.
That's... We'll go with Lowborn.
I'll stand here and pretend I don't know you're there. You try sneaking up behind me without me seeing you, and take something from my purse. First, you have to rummage in the purse. The longer you do it, the better chance you have of finding something valuable. But also, of getting caught in the act. Once you've found something you want, you've got to pull it out. Carefully, but fast enough so I don't notice. Try stealing my dagger. It's there, mixed up with other things. That's the way. I hardly noticed you were there. I think you're ready to try it out for real. Best practice on drunks and sleeping folk, so you don't end up in jail before you even get started.
Thanks, Peshek.
You're welcome. But I'll be having that dagger back now.
Actually, Peshek, I would rather
I'd like to
practice
try
it on you
pickpocketing
for a
again.
while.
As you wish. I'll stand here. First, you have... Once you've found... Try stealing my... I'll see you later. That's the way. Best practice.
Thanks, Peshek.
You're welcome.
I'd like to try pick...
As you wish. I'll stand here. First, you have... Once you've found... Try stealing my... I'll see you later. Caught you. If this was for real, I'd be yelling for a guard. Try it again. Caught you. If this was
Not
for
enough
real,
time.
I'd be yelling for a guard. Try it again. That's the way. I hardly notice. Best practice.
Thanks, Peshek.
You're welcome.
I'd like to try pick...
As you... I'll stand... First, yeah. Once
It
you've
isn't
found
something
some,
you're
try
gonna have to
stealing my-
do for a little while in this game. Just because that's how the skills work, kinda. You have to grind them for a bit.
That's the way. I hardly noticed you were there.
So we're just
You're ready to
practicing
try it
with
out for real.
Uncle
Best
Peshek
practice on drunks and sleeping folk,
for a
so
little
you
bit.
don't end up in jail.
As he
Thanks,
teaches
Peshek.
us the
You're
trade.
welcome.
Is my sort of rationale for this.
I'd like to try pick...
As you wish. I'll stand... First, yeah. Once you've found... Try stealing my... Goodbye. That's the way. I hardly noticed. Best practice.
Thanks, Peshek.
You're welcome.
Committing a crime, you get a +1 bonus to strength vitality. Until you're caught, we'll leave the scene of the crime. No, we'll go with Rain Man, I think. Silent walking in rain. This can be reasonably useful, I think.
I'd like to try pick...
As you... I'll stand here. First, yeah. Once you've found... Try stealing my... Goodbye.
Just until we get our first, like, pocketing trait.
That's the way.
There we go.
I hardly noticed you were there.
Perk, rather.
Best practice.
Thanks, Peshek.
You're welcome.
All right. Also have that chest locked again, maybe. We can practice on. He's nearly a 3. Alright, so we're gonna go to Kohelnitz, which is up there. I think it's better to cut through the main country than it is to follow the river, because I'm pretty sure we're going to run into bandits along that road, and we are not prepared for that. Actually, I think we can take the dog.
Have you eaten yet?
Yes, it was very good. Did you bake it yourself?
I did. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Well, you're a sight for sore eyes.
What's that dog you have here? He looks familiar.
Don't you remember him? It's Mart, the butcher's dog from Skalitz.
Ah, of course. When I went back to bury my parents, he was guarding his master's dead body. A faithful dog. How come he's here?
When we carted you here, we took Mutt along too. He's been hanging around the mill ever since.
How's he doing?
A lot better now. I slipped him something good now and again when Uncle wasn't looking.
He won't starve to death then. What does the miller have to say about it?
He can't stand him.
How's that?
Every time he sees him, he starts shouting that he's a useless mouth to feed and that'll skin him.
Jesus.
And it didn't even soften his heart when Mutt brought a hare from the woods. He was happy to eat it, but it didn't change his mind.
I could have a word with him.
That would be a waste of time.
Does he obey you?
Me? Not much. He's got a mind of his own, and I'm just not strict enough.
Ah, spoilt then.
No, he just hasn't learned many commands. But he's well able to beg for a piece of meat.
How long has he been with you?
More or less since we came here. He runs off now and again, but he always comes back. Sometimes I don't see him all day. I think he likes to go wandering.
So he's doing quite well then?
Yeah. I'd keep him, but he reminds me too much of Tinker, you know? I don't want to think about Skalitz. So I thought maybe you might take him with you?
Me?
I'm sure the two of you would get on great. He's a handsome fella and lovable. I'd be very happy if you had him.
But we never had a dog at the smithy. We never needed one.
Come on. He's got no one.
Alright. I'll take him. He can keep me company on my travels.
Thanks, Henry. Go and get him then. He's sniffing around somewhere here.
Hey, Mutt. Remember me? From Skalitz, remember? You wanna go with me? Come on then. We'll get on like a house on fire. Follow me.
Yeah, so this dog wasn't there at release either. That's something that came with the Teresa DLC, I think. Well, let's give him a
Look what
sausage.
I've got for you. You'll love this.
Just to start this friendship off on the right foot.
Good boy. That's my boy. Come along, free.
Let me see. Alright. Should probably... No, I think we'll head further along to get to the houses. And we'll take a right. You can see Kohelnitz from here, so actually let's head right here. Pretty sure it's over there at the foot of that path downhill. Yeah, it's over there. I think we need to cross here. And then head right.
My respects to you.
Miller Peshek from Ratai sent me with this ring for you.
A ring?
Here it is.
Useless fucking bauble. You must be Henry, right? Peshek told me about you.
What the... Why did you throw it away? Do you know how much trouble I had to get it? Peshek said it was important to you.
Like I said, it's a piece of junk. It was just a test to see if you've got the balls to work for the miller. It's a custom of ours, testing fledglings in the trade with a nice little wild goose chase. We need to see if you'll be hobbled by pointless principles, or if you're willing to use your head. Congratulations. You passed the test, and now we'll have a few jobs for you.
Do you need help with anything?
Just in time. There is a certain matter I need resolving. I have some scores to settle with the commander of the Talmberg Guard, and I want to get my own back. You may have heard that Sir Robard of Talmberg is a stickler for having all his gear neat and tidy.
The commander of the guard? Sir Robard? I'm already confused. Just tell me what I need to do.
It's like this. I want you to break into the Talmberg armory and steal a few Waffen rocks with the coat of arms on them.
Ah, and once Sir Robard finds some of his guardsmen's equipment is missing...
He'll see to the commander of the guard, who's the only one with keys and answerable for their safekeeping. When Robard finds out he's losing things from under his nose, he'll have him whipped. And I'll get what I'm after. Satisfaction. Take at least 5 Waffen rocks to make it a proper stink.
Consider it done. What am I to do with the Waffen rocks once I have them?
I'll burn them to get rid of the evidence. Just make sure you don't get caught.
What am I to do with these things I pilfer? No one will buy stolen goods from me.
Buying and selling stolen goods is a crime. But if they're worth something, I can make sure they're, properly cared for. Not that I'd buy them from you, but I could, store them for you. And you'll get some coin for taking care of them before.
So if someone loses something, and I happen to find it, I can bring it to you to store, and I'll get groschen for it.
That's the arrangement.
Alright, it's quite a trip back up to Talmberg. Yeah, it's quite a bit to the north. It's gonna take us quite a while. Yeah, so I think what we'll do is we'll just have ourselves a schnapps, save the game, and that'll be today's episode.
To heel, Mutt. Good boy. That's my boy. Come along, free.
Alright. Let's just save. Here. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining me for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Managed to steal the ring from the executioner at Peshek's request. And now we're moving on to do other stuff for the Millers so that we can sort of square away things with Peshek. Get him on our side for saving us. Of course, now we have to steal stuff from Sir Robard, who also saved their lives pretty directly at Skalitz. But yeah, I mean, we're not doing it to punish him so much as we are doing it to punish one of the men under his command. So, anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you'll join me for the next part. And until then, please take care, be safe, and goodbye and good luck.